Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. Hope everyone's handling this correction well. Today's video is going to be on Bitcoin and ETH. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the way that I see the market. We're going to start out on the weekly time frame and talk about what we have going on here. As I said in my last video, and I'm going to say it again, I don't want to see us break this blue line here, which is the 50. This green line you see here is the RSI. This indicator is called the TDI indicator. I carry on and on about it every video. You can get a free strategy in the link below. And that's all I'll say this time. I won't carry on about it this time. But on the weekly here, I want us to see us hold the 50 because above the 50 we're in bullish territory and below the 50 we're in bearish territory. As you can see in the prior bull run, we stayed above the 50 line. The minute that we broke it on the weekly is when the bear market started. So here we have the lower band that's right above the 50. We need to hold the 50. On the daily, I would like to see us hold the 40. The band is sitting at 44, but it usually comes out of the band. But even if we were to reset like we did over here on the daily, that would definitely be a buy signal for me. As you can see, we had bearish divergence between these 2 points is what caused this correction that we're having. In my last video, I talked about the expanded B pocket. And I had a few questions, so I'm going to go over them real quickly. There are 2 types of flats, which the people in the Discord know this, but some people don't. There are 2 types of flat that break the A wave, break the top of it. One is called an expanding and one is called a running. Now this B wave can come past the 1.382 and up into this area, but it cannot hit the 1.618. That's the invalidation for it. So if this were to go higher and hit the 1.618, it would invalidate this being a B wave or an X wave. But in this case, say that this is the end of the correction and a running flat hits a 618 minimum extension, which we call a truncation in some cases, or a 1-to-1. But it doesn't break the low of the A. It creates a higher high, or I'm sorry, a higher low. So that's what a running flat does. It's a bullish correction, and it creates a higher low, and it will hit either one of these extensions. If it hit this one, it would break the A wave. Usually it's the 618 is the commonplace. Now, an expanded flat is the other flat that breaks the top of the A, and it breaks the bottom of the A wave and usually comes to the 618. But I have seen them come as far down as the 2.618. That is the extreme. That is the furthest that it can go. Goes past that, it's something else. You either have a connection of corrections or it's something different. That's the deepest it can come for this to be an expanded flat. But let's just assume that we're going to get the running flat. And the first place that I will be looking is the 618. If you can't see that, it is 58.30. The next place would be 45.088. And then if we start to break the bottom of the A, then I will be looking at these lower extensions here. Let's go down to a lower time frame and take a look at what we have going on. So when you put your extension on Bitcoin and you measure this extension, a normal third wave will hit the 1.618, and you can see that we came past it. Then we had a correction up and another 5-wave move to the 2.618. Now we can have several things going on here. We could have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And this 5-wave move is complete. If that is the case, and this 5-wave move is complete, then this is the start of something, because we did not hit the extension, the minimum extension for a C wave, which is the 618. What I mean by that is that this either has to be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and then we get a 5 down to the 1-to-1 for our C wave. Or an A wave is also 5 waves. So we could get an A, a B, and a C. If we get the ABC, this correction turns into a 3-wave W, a 3-wave X, and a 3-wave Y. And the minimum extension that a Y wave can come is a 618. But it also can come to the 1-to-1, the 1.236, and the 1.382. So it also, if it's a Y wave, can come down to these extensions here. And it would move in a 3-wave fashion. Let me go back. So it can be an A wave if the 5-wave is complete here, or a wave 1. There is another option. If this just rolls over here, then this could be a 1, 2, all of this is 3. Now 4 cannot come higher and break into 1. 4, and then we go down for 5 and hit the minimum extension of 618. If this happens, if this rolls over, does not come into 1, then this meets the requirements of a completed C wave. So the key to this whole thing is we have to wait and see what this does. Does it give us an A, a B, and a C that comes up and hits wave 1? Because if that happens here, then we have an A, a B, and a C. Or we have a wave 1, a wave 2, and then we go down for 3, 4, 5. Because this can be a B wave or it can be a wave 2. Because we could have a completed 5 wave here. Does look like 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the options of what this correction is doing. We have bearish divergence between this point and this point on the 1 hour. And the 4 hour has reset itself. So this could definitely come down further and kick off for an ABC. We're just going to have to wait and see here. The market's going to do what it's going to do. But you can watch this video again and go over what the options are here. ETH has a little bit different correction. Let's go up higher here. ETH did not break the top of the A. So we have a 3-wave move, a 3-wave move, if this is the end of the move up. And then we have what looks like an ABC, but we'll get into that when I get down to the lower time frame. What I wanted to talk about here is that we assumed, or we thought, that this was either a 3-wave move or it was a 1, a 2, a subdegree 3, because it didn't hit the 1.618, 3, 4, 5, basically. But as you can see, we haven't yet to hit, we didn't come up and hit the 1.618, which is the minimum. The third wave has to hit the 1.618. So a normal impulse wave looks like this. So could this be subdegree 3, 4, 3, 4, and then we go 5 up for our third? I don't think so. This kind of took too long here. Now this is taking a while. I just think this correction is over. That is my bias, that the correction is over. Could I be wrong? Yes, absolutely. Now when we come into this red line, if we drop down and hit this red line, then this impulse, this being an impulse, is 100% invalidated. It's done. Because it's come into wave 1. So ETH has a little bit different correction in that it didn't break the A wave, but it's still the same type of thing we're looking for. A, B, C, or W, X, Y. The difference is this would be 3 waves versus 5. So when you put the extension on ETH, as you can see, we have just now hit the 1.618 for a third. So we have two options here. This is a 1, a 2, 3. We're making 4, but we cannot come up into 1, and we're very close. We came very close. 4, and then we need to go down for a 5. Which would create either a wave 1 or an A wave, just like Bitcoin. And then we have to wait and see what we get here. Now, say we don't get this leg, just like with Bitcoin, and it creates an ABC up from here. Well, that means we're going to get some type of complex correction here. Because this would be an A, a B, and a C. Then we get this ABC, then an ABC, that would be a W. Then we get a 3 wave for an X, and this would get extended out, and it would take longer time. But it's going to follow what Bitcoin does, because they've been following each other pretty much to the T. Same thing, bearish divergence between this point and this point, which leads me to believe that we might come on down here and finish this 5th wave. I hope that I made that clear enough and easy enough for you to understand. But the first target I'm looking for on ETH is the 618, which is 1469. Then I will be looking for the 1-to-1, which is 1233. And then once we break that, if we do, I'll be looking for the lower extensions. Worst case scenario, I don't see us going past 930. Worst case scenario. If we do, it will give me unhappy thoughts. I won't like the thoughts that I have. So let's wait and see what happens here. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed. Remember that I'm going to have the giveaway of 5 one-hour sessions with me to talk about Elliott Wave or anything that you would like to go over once I reach 1,000 subscribers. So comment below so that you can get into that drawing. Thank you, everybody, and have a good day.